train in Maranello isn't just running. It's full speed ahead, whistle blowing, and headlights blazing. The highly publicized union between Lewis Hamilton, the GOAT himself, and the crimson legacy of Ferrari was never going to be all sunshine and smooth circuits. This pairing, dripping with history and expectations, was always destined to spark controversy. And here we are, right in the middle of it. Hamilton's much-anticipated second test with Ferrari, set for February 4th and 5th in Barcelona, has already ignited whispers louder than the roar of an F1 engine. Why? Because the Brit will be driving the SF24, a far more competitive and modern car compared to the SF23 he piloted in Fiorano. Let's pause here. This is Ferrari letting Hamilton get his hands on a car that was one of the sharpest tools in the 2024 F1 shed. A car that snagged a victory in Mexico and climbed the podium in Las Vegas, Abu Dhabi, and Qatar. It's no rust bucket. In fact, it's a machine with a pedigree close enough to Ferrari's crown jewel for 2025, the upcoming SF25. The controversy? Oh, it's thick enough to cut with a racing tire. Pirelli, the official tire supplier for F1, greenlit this test under the guise of trying out their experimental 2026 tires. These new tires are slimmer, lighter, and offer less grip, a significant change that's causing teams to scramble for data. But here's the catch. It's not standard practice for a team to let a driver test in a car as current as the SF24. Just last year, Aston Martin conducted similar tire tests for Pirelli, but they had to use their 2022 car, basically a relic in F1 terms. Comparing Aston's outdated test mule to Ferrari giving Hamilton the SF24? It's like comparing a tricycle to a Tesla. And this isn't the first time Pirelli's tests have tiptoed into the grey area of F1 regulations. Remember 2013? Mercedes, back when it was graced by the great Michael Schumacher and Nico Rosberg, got the green light to test tires with their current year car at Montmello. The aftermath? Mercedes hit a sudden performance surge, becoming the team to beat for the next few races. The FIA, not exactly amused, slapped them on the wrist, barring them from participating in a rookie test. The question is, will Ferrari's latest maneuver land them in similarly hot water, or will the governing body turn a blind eye? But wait, there's more. Enter Johnny Herbert, the former F1 driver turned FIA steward, who decided to stir the pot further. In a surprising turn, Herbert openly voiced his support for Hamilton, calling an 8th championship for the Brit the ideal scenario. Now, let's be honest here, seeing an FIA official rooting for a driver isn't exactly standard protocol. It's the kind of unfiltered bias that could make anyone cringe. For context, Herbert has been at the center of controversy before. He was a key player in the contentious penalty handed to Fernando Alonso during last year's Australian Grand Prix, where Alonso was penalized for a defensive maneuver against George Russell that many felt was nothing more than hard racing. Herbert's stance left fans fuming and Alonso's camp shaking their heads. And now, he's back, adding fuel to the Ferrari-Hamilton fire. This latest chapter in the saga is a cocktail of high stakes, bold moves, and a sprinkle of chaos. Ferrari is banking hard on Hamilton, giving him tools and opportunities they wouldn't dream of offering most drivers. The SF24 test isn't just about tires, it's a statement. Ferrari's essentially saying, we're all in on Hamilton, and we'll do whatever it takes to make this work. But will this calculated risk pay off, or will it backfire spectacularly? And let's not forget the ripple effect this creates in the paddock. Rival teams, already skeptical of Ferrari's privileged status, are undoubtedly watching this test with a mix of envy and frustration. If Hamilton and Ferrari find an edge, even a small one, it could set the tone for the entire 2025 season. On the flip side, if the FIA steps in and questions the legitimacy of these tests, it could derail Ferrari's carefully laid plans. Hamilton, for his part, seems unfazed. The man thrives under the spotlight, and this latest storm is just another day in the life of a 7-time world champion. For him, the SF24 is a stepping stone, a glimpse into the future he plans to dominate. But even Hamilton must know that his every move in Ferrari red will be scrutinized to the nth degree. The expectations are sky high, and the stakes? Even higher. But wait, things are heating up even further. Behind closed doors in Maranello, whispers are growing louder about Ferrari's all-or-nothing approach for 2025. Sources inside the Scuderia suggest that this isn't just about testing new Pirelli tires or giving Hamilton a taste of the SF24's potential. No, this is Ferrari going all in, pulling out every trick in the book to prepare for what could be their most significant shot at championship glory in over a decade. The SF24 isn't just a test mule, it's a secret weapon, a final blueprint for the highly anticipated SF25. Ferrari isn't playing games. They're treating Hamilton's feedback like gospel. Engineers are already rumored to be making tweaks to the 2025 Challenger based on Hamilton's initial impressions. This isn't just a collaboration. It's a masterclass in leveraging one of the most experienced drivers the sport has ever seen. Think of it as Ferrari handing Hamilton the keys to their kingdom and saying, "Build us a throne." But here's where it gets really juicy. Ferrari's willingness to let Hamilton test the SF24 has left other teams fuming. McLaren, fresh off a remarkable resurgence in 2024, is reportedly keeping an eye on Ferrari's testing activities. Aston Martin, still licking their wounds from having to use a much older car for their Pirelli tests, isn't staying silent either. Rumor has it they've already lodged informal complaints with the FIA, questioning whether Ferrari is bending the rules or outright snapping them, to give Hamilton an edge. And then there's Red Bull. Oh, you know they're watching every move Ferrari makes, especially after their rocky end to 2024. Max Verstappen isn't just racing for titles anymore. He's racing against time, a new wave of talent, and, quite possibly, a Hamilton-led Ferrari resurgence. Verstappen's camp, alongside team boss Christian Horner, has reportedly raised concerns about whether the SF24 test gives Ferrari an unfair advantage heading into 2025. Horner, never one to shy away from drama, allegedly called it one of the most questionable tests in recent memory. And let's be honest, if Horner's complaining, you know Ferrari's doing something right. Meanwhile, in Maranello, the atmosphere is a mix of tension and cautious optimism. Ferrari knows they're walking a fine line with these tests. One misstep, and the FIA could come knocking, ready to hand out penalties faster than a botched pit stop. But this is Ferrari we're talking about, a team that thrives on drama as much as it thrives on ambition. They're not just trying to win races, they're trying to reclaim their place as the undisputed kings of Formula One. And with Hamilton on board, they've got a driver who knows exactly how to turn ambition into results. For Hamilton, this isn't just a new chapter, it's the ultimate challenge. He's not just racing for himself, he's carrying the weight of Ferrari's legacy on his shoulders. The pressure is immense, but if there's anyone who can handle it, it's Hamilton. And let's not forget, Hamilton thrives on proving people wrong. The doubters, the critics, the naysayers, they're all fuel for his fire. He's not here to play second fiddle, he's here to win. And based on his performance in Fiorano and the buzz surrounding Barcelona, he's already making waves. But what happens next? The Barcelona test is poised to be a spectacle, with all eyes on Ferrari and Hamilton. Will the SF24 live up to the hype? Will Hamilton's feedback continue to shape Ferrari's 2025 car into a championship contender? And perhaps most importantly, will the FIA step in to investigate the growing controversy surrounding these tests? And what about Charles Leclerc? The young Monegasque driver has been the face of Ferrari for years, but now he's sharing the spotlight with one of the greatest drivers of all time. Leclerc has been vocal about his excitement to work alongside Hamilton, but you can bet he's feeling the heat. The dynamic between these two could make or break Ferrari's 2025 campaign. Will they work together to push the Scuderia to new heights, or will their rivalry spark fireworks that could derail the entire season? As we edge closer to the start of the 2025 season, the stakes couldn't be higher. Ferrari has made their intentions clear. They're gunning for the title, and they're pulling out all the stops to get there. Hamilton is fully committed, and the entire F1 world is watching to see if this legendary pairing can deliver on its promise. And here we are, standing on the brink of what could be one of the most unforgettable seasons in Formula One history. Ferrari and Hamilton, two titans of the sport, each with a legacy so massive it's practically written in the stars, are gearing up to rewrite the script in a way only they can. From that misty Fiorano debut to the controversial Barcelona tests, the build-up has been nothing short of a Hollywood blockbuster. The stakes? Sky high. The pressure? Suffocating. The drama? Oh, it's overflowing. Hamilton isn't just here to wear Ferrari red and smile for the cameras. He's here to cement his name as the greatest of all time. And Ferrari? They're not just here to play games. They're here to crush the opposition, silence the critics, and bring glory back to Maranello where it belongs. But as always, nothing in Formula One comes without a fight. Rivals are sharpening their swords, the FIA's watchful eye looms over every decision, and the paddock is buzzing with whispers of controversy, rivalry, and rebellion. And let's not forget the explosive dynamic brewing between Hamilton and Leclerc. Will they become Ferrari's dream team, a duo of fire and ice taking on the world? Or will their egos ignite a battle so fierce it threatens to tear the team apart? Honestly, we wouldn't have it any other way. This is Formula One, and chaos is the currency of legends. So buckle up, because the 2025 season isn't just going to be a competition. It's going to be a war. Every lap, every turn, every pit stop will be loaded with more tension than a championship-deciding finale. Ferrari and Hamilton have thrown down the gauntlet, and the entire grid is scrambling to respond. But who will rise? Who will fall? And who will walk away as the king of the mountain? Tell us what you think. Can Ferrari's master plan and Hamilton's unparalleled brilliance deliver the goods? Will this be the dawn of a new golden era for the Scuderia, or are we looking at a storm that could shatter even the strongest of alliances? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, smash that like button, and make sure to hit subscribe, because trust me, you're going to want a front row seat for every second of this madness. This isn't just a season, it's a revolution, and the best is yet to come. Buckle up,